Welcome back. It's been a few days. This is Harris Democratic Party Animal Farm, or Biden's Animal Farm, which is that used to be known. About 8 days ago, Tulsi GABBARD was put on the terror watch list. I got so angry. You can disagree with what she has to say. You can agree or disagree with what Trump says, or Biden, Harris, whoever. You have a constitutional right to criticize the government if you so feel. You should not be censored, let alone stuck on the terror watch list, which is exactly what they did to her. Before we get into this, the rest of this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Please help this channel continue to grow. But here we go. Tulsi GABBARD was put on the terror watch list because she was criticizing the government, as she has a tendency to do. It was on Laura Ingram's Ingram Angle, and I'll show you the video after my brief little statement, okay? I want to give you some examples of people and governments that surveil other people, their own people and other governments, but mainly their own people. Does this sound familiar? Or maybe you weren't taught that in class because you've been so indoctrinated, or depends on what school you go to. The brown shirts, Nazi Germany. The black shirts, the SS, that's all Nazism. Fascist gangs, that's fascist, which is actually Italy. Roving gangs that make people do what the government wants them to do. The KGB, the secret police, the East German Stasi, all those things spy on their own people and force them to do what the government wants. There's more. Cultural Revolution in China, 1949. That's our China, CCP. Gangs of secret police, El Salvador, Papadoc, Pol Pot, that's Khmer Rouge in Cambodia. North Korea, Kim Jong-un, the father and the son, which is today. You need to stand up against this. This is what happens to you if you say anything against the government. Now I'm going to show you the video that I'm talking about. And this is the day after this video showed on Fox. She was put on the watch list. And now you have whistleblowers proving that point. You need to force these people to stop doing this. Why are they doing this? Because she tells the truth. And something they don't want you to hear. That your government is lying to you. And I'm going to have videos about all kinds of things about how the government has lied to you about all kinds of CIA operations. I'm just going to tell you what they are and let you look them up yourself. But the government is lying to you. Watch this video. Stand up for your freedoms. If you don't, the government will walk all over you. If you don't stop them, they'll just keep doing it.
Exactly did Tulsi GABBARD do to get added to the terror watch list? It came the day after she criticized the Biden administration right here on the Angle.
Our foreign policy decisions are being made by unelected people in the military-industrial complex who are profiting from us being in a constant
And it's the fourth and fifth branch of government and the Iron Triangle, which most people don't know about. She is absolutely correct.
State of war. Kamala Harris does not have the strength to stand up to the military-industrial complex.
Okay, that's wild. Joining me now, Tulsi GABBARD, former U.S. Congresswoman, Fox News contributor. Tulsi, now, you serve this country in uniform, even getting deployed to Iraq. Thank you for going, unlike Tim Walz. And now you're being surveilled. I mean, it's a form of surveillance, or hassling and intrusion upon your freedom to move by the government. What is this? I mean, I didn't believe it, really, when I first heard about it. I said, oh, that can't be. But how does this make you feel?
Laura, this is a clear act of political retaliation.
Exactly.
There's no other way to put it. You laid out the sequence of events the very next day after my conversation with you on the air, warning the American people about how dangerous a Kamala Harris presidency would be.
Yes.
I was placed on this domestic terror watch list, which is called the Quiet Skies list under the Department of Homeland Security. The clear pain and real visceral hurt that comes from this is, as you mentioned, like many Americans, I enlisted because of the terrorist attacks on 9/11 to go after the Islamist terrorists who attacked us on that day, and to now have my own government now turn around
actually a
and
lieutenant
put
colonel
me
now.
on a domestic terror
Lieutenant
watch
colonel.
list it hits to the core and is the ultimate sense of betrayal. But we look at why they are doing this. It has a chilling effect. It sends a warning both to me and to anyone else who even thinks about daring to criticize our own government, which is a guaranteed protected right under the First Amendment.
Yeah.
That we will be subject to a violation of our Fourth Amendment right to privacy through this kind of surveillance. And that's the biggest stress that's been caused by this entire situation, Laura, is now forever. I will always be looking over my shoulder, wondering if and how our government in any of these different agencies
unacceptable.
is surveilling me, watching me. Are
This
they
is by the
reading my
Biden-Harris
messages? Are they reading
administration.
my phone calls?
Unacceptable.
Yeah, I was going to say yes, yes, and yes. That's what I would guess, at least. Now, in a letter from whistleblower attorney Tristan Levitt, he writes that the special mission coverage in Ms. Gabbard's case reportedly involves 2 explosive detection canine teams, 1 transportation security analyst in explosives, 1 plainclothes TSA supervisor, and 3 federal air marshals on every flight Ms. Gabbard boards.
Wow. Wow.
I mean,
It's not
laughing,
funny,
because
Laura.
I mean, this is literally like the Soviet Union, China today, North Korea,
Eastern
any
Stasi,
totalitarian regime. But
Gestapo,
Donald Trump's the totalitarian,
Stalin,
right?
Mao.
He's the dictator in waiting. Okay.
Yeah, this is just, and this is what we know about. And we know about it because of these brave whistleblowers from the Air Marshal Service who are coming forward. What I'm questioning is what are the things that are happening in our government that I don't know about? How long have they been surveilling me? This is just the recent occurrence. I would not be surprised to know that there are other government agencies who are also being weaponized against political opponents, those who dare to challenge this regime, the Biden-Harris administration. And that's really what it comes down to and why they have to be stopped. We are guaranteed the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I cannot be free, and you pointed to this. Yes, exactly. I cannot be free so long as my government is breathing down my neck and watching my every move.
Well, we got to go, but we're going to be following this closely, demanding that this be completely withdrawn of whoever is responsible for this decision. And there's one person who made the decision should be fired immediately. But this should never, ever happen in the United States of America.
To anyone.
Tulsi, no, to anybody.
Thank you.
I think this is the tip of the iceberg, and I know Donald Trump is not surprised by any of this. Tulsi,